late now! Too late now! Too late now! Too late now! Oh. Amazing title. Mwah. Best title. This would have been more fitting if I was playing like Disgaea. Or Disgaea? How is it pronounced? That would be perfect for like a Disgaea stream. Wouldn't the title be? Hey Astro! I should probably plug in my cartridge and start it, and so you can see we're using my Super NT to play games again. And hopefully it'll have no trouble now playing like Super Mario Kart. Which last time it had trouble with, so updated the firmware on my Super NT. That's what I've been using recently to stream. I have a real Super Famicom, but it's not a one chip, and I haven't even found my S-video cable. Or the power cable for that matter, so let me know if you would prefer me to stream from real hardware though. If you're okay with dealing with a blurry mess after all. Hi Astro, hi! Do y'all have any games you recommend me to play on the Super Nintendo? Maybe I should take requests today. Any requests? Any requests for games to play on the Super Nintendo? Alright, I should plug my SD to SNES, and I also added some BIOS files. Or whatever you want to call them to play more types of games. So hopefully that will include Mario Kart. Oh, excuse me. Hope you're doing well, Astro. Alright, let's plug the cartridge in. Any Super Nintendo games still allow me to play? I guess I'll wait for people to show up. Oh, well, good morning. Good morning, Astro. I recently was able to buy some eggs. I have eggs and cheese now. Gosh, I'm so happy to have some eggs to eat. Eggs have gotten expensive, y'all. Do you think I should just buy a chicken? Should I just buy a chicken? I wonder. Oh, so you know, maybe you should finally get rid of this year, or at least turn it off. It's quite a title, right? Roricon, don't Roricon, omae, Roricon. Roricon, don't Rory. Be careful. Am I in trouble? Am I in trouble? Also, any Super Nintendo games you would recommend I play? Culture. Such culture. I could play more Magical Poppin' perhaps. That would be fitting given the title. Easy to report, you think so? But it doesn't. I'm not doing anything to loot. I mean, do you want me to end the stream and start over with a different title? Wait, alright, so we're gonna... Whoa! If I have any emote, just two. Whoa. Whoa? Whoa! Whoa! Alright, let's run cartridge. Start. This is gonna run, right? Heck? I keep cartridge plugged in, what on earth? Is it like not connecting? That would be weird. Maybe it's not. Super NT, okay. Don't tell me I broke my Super NT. I mean, it was working. Please work. Please work cartridge. I said not taking my SSD to SNES cartridge. What the heck? Oh my goodness, it's not running my SD to SNES cartridge no more. What the heck is wrong with this now? Yo, whoa. My SD to SNES cartridge is not playing. Well, that's weird. I thought I got it fixed. Am I gonna have to use my, That's so weird. I started the stream and this isn't even working. I might just have to use my mister again for now. Why isn't the cartridge loading? I did add some files in order to, like... Well, that's what the intro to, like, the analog NT is. I'm gonna have to, like, remove some files. Alright, one moment please, let's see what's wrong. I'm gonna have to start this over. Can't believe it. We'll get this figured out, we're just starting the stream after all. Yeah, it could be a basic thing. It looks like the SD card is in just fine. I guess before, like, removing and inserting more files, we can check that. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna have to mess with some of those files. Because SD2S and ES is not working right now. What's on this one here? SD2S and ES firmware. I guess it's like the DSP1 files. I'm gonna have to get rid of all those. Maybe I should... I don't know. Like, what do I do? I'm gonna, like... Did they update firmware? What's going on? So it's a strange name for that file. I thought I was going to be able to get Mario Kart working, but it's not turning on. So that's concerning. SD2S and ES backup. I could try to get the most recent firmware to the SD2S and ES and just like start over. SD2S and ES firmware. Oh, that's right, it did recently update the firmware. Well, let's start with that first. I'll just start with like a totally new firmware. Oh, I did upgrade the firmware today. Well, why isn't those files working? Maybe this firmware is too new and it's not meant for this one? I'm really not sure. That might be the problem. I'll just have the firmware on the extract here. Right, it's gonna extract here, right? I don't see any of the files. Oh, weird. It's in the new folder when it shouldn't be. Wait, what? What's the wrong one? Oh, okay, it is the right folder. Well, that's weird. Anyway, let's see if this works. Pull the cartridge now. Hey, Cerberus. I guess I'm really troubleshooting this. Turn off and turn on. Yeah, definitely. This is a deeper problem than that. Alright, this is a firmware issue on my SC20S is well, at least that's simple. This could be like the original menu, isn't it? I'll be able to replace it. I've got like a different one. Alright, one moment please. I'm gonna like eject this and put it in. Alright, now I'll have to go over here. Sorry about that. Music's still loud, sorry. Nice buzz, thanks. But yeah, is the title, or are you wanting me to end my stream? Yeah. Apologies, no fun allowed. No fun allowed. Oh, fun allowed. Is it gonna turn on? Please? Oh no! Messy Twist and Yes isn't working. What the heck? It still says not running the cartridge. No! No way! Well, clearly this is the wrong firmware. Do I have a backup of the old firmware, I wonder? I should somewhere. So the problem right now is that it's got the wrong firmware on the SC2 SNES, unless this current Super NT hardware won't run an SC2 SNES. What on earth? Maybe this firmware is too new? I might have the firmware on the card for... Alright, one moment please. I cannot believe this. That is weird. Super NT firmware is C2 SNES. I mean, this... Very weird. Do I have a backup of the old firmware? C2 SNES firmware. How do I go back to like the old firmware? I mean, I have one that was working. Alright, one moment please. Something along those lines actually in my mystery. Troubleshooting stream, wow. Where's that SD card? SD, where are you? Worst case scenario, you can use my Mister to play these games. I was preferring to fix my Super NT though. I don't even remember if where this thing has an SD card. Oh, fell down. Oh, there it is. Way down here. Whoa. Bumped into the monitor. Seats. Beans. Oh, here's my old firmware. I'll just copy and paste it. Copy. Install. Firmware. Okay, this should work. Mr. Data eject. Just wants you to format it every time. We need to format. It's going to run my my Mr. and format. Huh. Now it starts to stream, maybe. Is music here? Oh, hi, final music. Hello. I knew it. I knew there was an backup on my firmware here. 1 moment, please. Alright, I need to put the SD card back in my Mister. Wherever this thing is, way down here. I'll need that working in case this doesn't work right here. If this doesn't work, then there's something wrong with my Super NT. Because this is completely the old firmware for my SD to SNES. Just call it old firmware. Select all, copy. Wait, Mister. Oh, that's weird. This is so weird. I just didn't see that. Alright, this should be a working one. That was weird though. Okay, let's eject this here. Supposed to be in the SD2SNES folder. Eject. There we go. Yeah. If I put in the old firmware, it should work, with even weirder. Is it called this thing Mr. Data, which is also strange. Also, this morning I got a blue screen twice on my computer. I messaged some friends on Discord about it, but none of them responded at all. So I just hope nothing else feels. Also, another alarming thing that happened today. I woke up this morning and it showed that someone was attempting to log into my PayPal. I woke up and I got a text message from PayPal giving me like a login code. I'm like, wait, why is it giving me login codes on my phone? What is the name of the program that lets you check blue screens on your computer? I got another WIA uncorrectable error or whatever it's called. Alright, please turn on. Please. Fingers crossed. Please. Please. Oh no! Did the Super NT firmware stop my SD2SNES from working? What the heck? Do I need to go back to an old Super NT firmware? Uh, what on earth? Did, instead of fixing everything, did I break everything? Wow. I should try playing this on real hardware sometime to see if it works. I can't believe this. What all did I do today? I should have done one thing at a time. Alright, that's the old firmware. Did you make a background? I didn't format anything. Yes, you're right. Formatting a drive was what's on it. That's why I didn't do that. What on earth? So, while I was off stream, I added some files to play. If I can tell y'all what happened, it'll just confuse y'all more, so I'm not gonna bother. It's only going to create more confusion if I tell y'all what happened. Y'all will end up missing something, be like, oh no, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, but anyway. I guess I'll play on my mister. What else can I do? What in the heck? It is capable of running cartridges, I assume. Where are my Super Nintendo cartridges around here? I should try loading one sometime. I also need to find a power cable. And stuff for my Super Famicom. To see if any problem is going on with my SD2SNES at all. Well, this is sad. Mario Kart. Yes, that's what I was trying to fix. Was the Mario Kart problem. Was clearly I needed some additional chipsets. Alright, well, I guess I have no choice but to tell you the rest, but I'm sure it'll leave you confused. Alright, so since Mario Kart wasn't working, I searched it and it was like, oh, you're missing bin files or binary files for the chip, the additional chip used for Super Mario Kart, like DPS or DSP chip or whatever. So I went and downloaded those and added them to the SD to SNES folder. Like it told me to. It said don't use the ROM files, use the bin files. So I download the bin files or the binary files, put them into my SDS to SNES folder, and was like, well, while I'm adding these, I might as well update the firmware to my Super NT. Might as well update the firmware to my Super NT. And I also decided I might as well also download and copy and paste the newest firmware to my SD to SNES. Just to make sure everything's fully updated. So, newest firmware in the Super NT, newest firmware in the Super NT, newest firmware in the SD to SNES, and the DSP binary files that they recommended for Super Mario Kart. I just did all of that. I put in an SD card into my Super NT with the newest firmware. I'm running on a Super NT right now. Added, there's like a root SD to SNES folder for. It won't let me run it. That's weird. Somewhere along the line, something broke. I even. At least I've backed up everything, but still, do you have a second SD card? Not really, no. I mean, I do have ones that I use for other systems. You want me to use those instead? I don't think there's anything wrong with the SD card. The SD card is fine. Clearly, there's some sort of firmware issue. On the positive side, I made a backup of my SD card with all the games and stuff. The port? What are you talking about? I don't think so. You seem to think it's all the things that I don't. I was gonna play this. Alright, well, will this at least load? You're gonna play video games? Hey. Huh? It's turning on. So everything's on. Why is it wanting the Y button? Why did you have it so loud? Well, I'm sorry. Alright, well, at least that loads. I don't think Super Turrican is the game for me. That looks really gritty. Is my stream really that loud? Is my stream really that loud? Oh, it's running just fine. Well, what on earth? What the heck? It's running just fine. Huh? Also, the aspect ratio is weird. What's going on with the aspect ratio here? What the heck? No, it's running just fine. Are you turning it off and on again? Yeah, that's not what happened. Yeah? Yeah, that's not what I did. Ugh. And yes, was in record. No, I just pressed the Y button on the controller to run the cartridge instead of the A button. And so now it's just turning on just fine. The aspect ratio is all messed up. Or we have to fix this aspect ratio. Super Turrican ran just fine. So I figured this out by trying to run this Super Turrican 2 that seems to come with a Super NT. And I was like, wait, what's going on? Also, this aspect ratio is messed up. And why is the system buttons like the Y button? Resolution screen size? I definitely want. Alright, 4x3 for 16 button, I'm sure that's it. Why was it 8x7? I don't know. Maybe when I updated firmware it changed everything. Scalars, no scalar. Yeah. Why is that the confirm button? What does advanced mode do? Whoa. No wonder. Like, the confirm and cancel buttons are strange. But I assume the problem... Okay, definitely want this here. White crash game, I see. This is so weird. Confirm is usually A button, but it's Y now. That's another confusing issue as I updated the firmware. And suddenly I was pressing A to confirm and it wasn't running the cartridge. I was like, what's going on? So I was like, well, what's going on with Super Turrican? Let's just press A to confirm. I'm like, oh, it's not running Super Turrican. Let's press all the buttons until it runs this thing on here. And then I pressed Y and it started. I'm like, wait, what? Y button? Why the Y button? Menu options, maybe it's here. Skin. I like the purple more. But yeah, why is confirmed now? Also, why is that red? I like purple more, but this is Super Famicom. Hey, Shiva! I guess I'll trade it for a while. I don't like the theme though. Why is it red? I like purple more. I like purple more than red. Even though I'm playing Super Famicom style. I like everything except the color here. I like purple. Look, my background is purple. You like Little Pigamo? Well, thank you! Oh my gosh, you know Pigamo! Hi there! Hi there! That's my mama! That's my mama's Pigamo! How did you know? Do you know Pigamo? Wait, are there other fonts? I guess you can choose like custom fonts. I guess this is fine. You can use custom fonts, that's cool. I'll have to add a custom font. Your vibe, so how to guess. You are correct! My mama is Pigamo! What does menu bounce do? No clue. Controls and... Let's choose... It's A button. It should be the A button. I guess when I updated the firmware, it reset the resolution and other options. That explains a lot of things. That explains, like, I figured this out based on, yeah, I tried to, so the problem was actually that every time I turned it on, since this is, like, apparently considered a new setup once I updated the firmware, it looks like it decided to run the firmware like menu screen every time instead of the SD to SNES. And so I kept pressing A to confirm as well. But it was switched to Y to confirm when I updated the firmware. Oh, so what's the current menu hotkey? It is down plus select. Oh, but don't accidentally do that a lot. Let's go down start plus select. No, you're fine. I just wanted to, like, make sure you understand what's going on. Or confirm how what's going on here. You're giving me important basic advice, and I appreciate you. Also, let me remember that. It's down, start, select. Why is the R button not on the list there? Speaking of hardware, NTSC. I don't know what these do. What does SF color mean? I don't know. Okay, Pro Rainbow, that sounds pretty. At this point, it's just a retro troubleshooting stream. My apologies. Anyway, Lovekey, is your name Lovekey? I don't know how you say your name, but I appreciate you being here. It's good to see you. Yes, I'm a Pig'em girl. My dream to be a Pig'em girl. I love Pig'em. I'm a big fan of Pig'em. I'm such a big fan of Pig'em that I used to date a guy in VRChat who was a big fan of Pig'em, and we bonded over loving Pig'em. And as expected of a Pig'em fan, he loves lolly panties. It's in a lot of Pig'em videos. Yes. Pig'em is my mama. Pig'em is my mama. Hurry, Pig'em, forever Pig'em. So I guess that's everything. Save settings. But yeah, the reason I figured this out, just to confirm, I'm not trying to make you feel dumb. I'm not trying to make you feel dumb. But it's like, alright, it's not running the cartridge. Let's see if at least it runs these games. To see if it's a problem with the Super NT firmware. Yeah, to see if it was a problem with the Super NT firmware. Also, while I'm at the settings, maybe I should, system. Startup options? Why not just, go straight to the cartridge? Do I want to go straight to the menu? I guess it's not a problem, really. Because at least I know how to run cartridge now. But anyway, the normal confirm button on the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo is the right button, or the A button. Basically the opposite of the PlayStation. And so I kept pressing that on run cartridge and it wasn't running. So I was like, oh no. And so I reset the system and changed everything, and it still wasn't running. And that's because the firmware was updated. That's because the firmware was updated. It reset all of the old settings when it updated the firmware to the newest firmware. Oh, thanks. Did I cough? I guess I did. Let me cough or sneeze or what happened. But yeah, so what happened was I upgraded the firmware on the Super NT, updated the firmware on the SD to SNES, and added binary files for DSP, ROM chip sets, like for Super Mario Kart. And then I started the stream, plugged it in, assumed it would work because it was in the menu when I booted it up. But what was going on, and why it wasn't loading the SD to SNES, was that when I updated the firmware on the Super NT, which is an FPGA system that is meant to very accurately, quote unquote, emulate the hardware of the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo based on like a very low level hardware, like cycle accurate it should be at least. Should at least be comparable to BSNES or so forth. If not potentially more accurate, maybe. It's meant to on a circuitry level recreate the inner hardware of the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom. That's what the Super NT is. It's basically a clone console, but uses an FPGA rather than just a random emulator. So I decided, well, since Super Mario Kart's not working, I'll make sure I update everything. So I updated that. And then I turned it on. And I was like, but it's not running the cartridge. What's going on with my SD to SNES? So I got confused. And so I've been here for a while being like, oh no, it's not loading the cartridge. What do I do? That's because when I updated the firmware on the Super NT, it reset all the settings, including the aspect ratio. So I was continually clicking this, and confirm was the wrong button. Confirm was the Y button. So I eventually was like, well, if it's working, if the Super NT is working, the pack-in ROMs for the system should work. And I kept pressing the button. I'm like, it's not running Super Turrican. What's going on? It's not running Super Turrican. Something's wrong with the Super NT. Did it break it with the update firmware? Did it break this thing with the firmware update? And then I was like, well, let's just press all the buttons and see if it loads one of these here. And then I pressed the Y button, and it took me into this little pack-in ROM. So that was the problem, was when I updated the firmware, resetted all of my settings. Now when I load it, it's taking a few seconds though. Please work. Please work. It was working earlier. It was working earlier. Why aren't you working now? It was working. Oh, that's why I'm stupid. They're telling me, oh, turn it off and turn it on. I did one of those dumb problems. I forgot to. I forgot to actually put the cartridge back in. Alright, there we go. Here we go, and that's the correct aspect ratio 4:3. Good. Now, since I turned on and still have the old firmware, it shouldn't run Super Mario Kart, which was the problem yesterday, was that it wouldn't run Super Mario Kart. So let's try. And if it doesn't work, I've successfully got the old stuff, and should probably do something to make sure it runs. Oh, lots of games, yeah. So it looks like I do need to fix this problem. This was what happened on Mario D. Was I tried playing this on my SD to SNES via the Super NT, and it wouldn't get past this menu. So I must need the binary files. I'm gonna do one thing at a time. I tried to do all three things at once before starting the stream. and then broke everything, so... Also, I can test to see if the menu buttons are working, so... Select start down. Oh, here we go. Over here... System... I can just go straight into the cartridge now. One mod at a time? Yeah. That's what I should have done. One mod at a time. Title to cartridge. Let's just go directly to cartridge. Do we need a boot sequence delay? I really don't, do I? I mean, guess 1 second doesn't hurt. What does that do? Don't need that. SD card speed? What does that do? Ah? I don't know. I guess we're working on things in the middle of streaming. My apologies. I thought I got this all working before stream, but it turns out I broke everything. Except I didn't. I was just confused. Alright, so... to turn this off, instead of immediately upgrading the firmware on the SD to SNES, I'm going to move the binary files over and hope it doesn't break anything. And then later, if this is all working, then I can try to upgrade the firmware to my SD to SNES. Like Mia says, one mod at a time. Alright, let's take out the micro SD card. I'm gonna go put it in the computer and add the, what are they called? DSP1? I guess I can just add all the DSP files, but I'm kinda scared. All of the DSP, binary files or .bin files. And with those, it should hopefully load Mario Kart. I should probably eventually upgrade the firmware on my SD to SNES though. Alright, one moment. I hope I end up seeing you again, by the way, Luffy. I love Pick 'em All. I'm glad you like the music. It's been quiet for a while. I've been playing a lot of .hack music recently. Maybe you should stream .hack soon. Sure don't know that's in all caps, but whatever. Alright, there's all the binary files. Let's put this in the SD to SNES folder. There we go. Real simple would be copy. The attack is really good. Alright, I copied them all over. Hopefully we'll see a Tuesnius boots. If it does, well, sometimes you need to upgrade the firmware on that as well. Eject. Alright, I'm gonna disappear again for a moment. There we go. Vanishing. Alright, let's plug it in. Hopefully we can play some Mario Kart. This has definitely been a retro stream. All this retro technology. Here we go. Good as new. Glad I didn't break everything. Let's see if these binary files work. I need to learn to play Mahjong. Mahjong is interesting. Just a little bit far below here, so let's move up a little. Hello! So maybe just a little bit to the left. Here we go. Hopefully this is enough to play Mario Kart. Please work. Please load. Please load. Yeah! The binary files fix the problem. We can play Mario Kart now. There's Jewish Mahjong? Since when did we... Huh? How? How? When did Jewish... How is... Wait, what? Explain the culture here to me. Just a little black border on the top there. Is that normal? Probably so. Suspect ratio look right to y'all. Alright, well we got that problem fixed. Next time, well, should be accurate. Have the most recent firmware, except they need to upgrade the firmware. Yes, that's yes. How's the aspect ratio look to y'all? Does everything look great? So okay, nice. What's with the stream title? I just thought it'd be a goofball. It's eye-catching, isn't it? I just thought it'd be a goofball. Alright, I'm glad the aspect ratio and everything is good now. Everything's all fixed finally. I hope. Yeah, I need to learn to play Mahjong. I want to learn Mahjong. New York people. Ah, people in New York, huh? Do y'all like my stream title? Rurikon Domoe! Omae, Rurikon! Rudy. Rudy. That's what the title says. If you like flat chests, you're a lolicon. I have to go use the bathroom. Be right back. Ball chests. Rurikon. Rurikon. You like flat chests too? Rurikon. If you're into anything other than exclusively large breasts, you're automatically a Rurikon. Totally. Oh, speaking of like stuff like that, like I was watching Fallen Shadow's recent stream, but only the first part because I'm not interested in Grand Theft Auto. and like for some reason, someone in the chat. No, this is gonna be a lewd topic, so watch out. You might not want to be here for this. For some reason, Fallen Shadows. I was there. I was commenting. I was there and I was commenting, and like one of the topics she brought up before she played Grand Theft Auto, which was it 3? San Andreas? I think it was San Andreas. Which I didn't really watch because I'm not a Grand Theft Auto person. Someone in the chat brought up pegging for some reason. I don't even remember why, and she's like, I'm not gonna look that up. I'm not gonna look that up, chat. And then she looked it up on stream. I forgot what she looked up before them, but that was like the second topic. She looked up 2 things in a row. Oh, well, the thing she looked up before was way more disturbing. I'm not gonna bring that up. I remember the first one now. Is there any delicate way to bring that up? She was... Anyway. I'm gonna start easy. Let's start. She's into packing. I get the feeling she is not. Considering her response to Googling that. I don't believe her when she said she's never heard that before. Her Twitter is incredibly lewd. I do not believe she's never heard of pegging before. Darn. So, like, I was in the chat, I'm sure she was, like, joking, but she reacted so harshly to Googling pegging. I'm like, what on earth, on Shadow? I don't believe it for- and everyone's like, oh, she doesn't know what this is. Shadow is so innocent. I'm like, she has, like, a whole not safe for work tag on Twitter. There's no way she doesn't know what this is. Don't believe you, Shadow. You've totally heard of that before. And then negative reaction. I know she was joking, but it was still an annoying joke. It was still a totally annoying joke because, like, just like, I'm sorry, and there's nothing wrong with being gay, but you should come out of the closet if you like pegging. She said, it was like, fallen Shadow. She didn't specifically say, like, gay or whatever. She just said you should come out of the closet. Like, come out of the closet about what? About liking pegging? Mom! Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. Mom, Dad. I'm coming out of the closet. I like pegging. I guess the implication, though, is that you're, like, I don't know, not straight if you like that. I strongly disagree with that. I know it's just a joke, though, or at least I hope it's a joke. That sure better be a joke, cause what on earth? And then there were people, like, freaking out, being like, oh my god, Blood Shadow is too innocent for this topic. Stop, don't Google it! Don't Google it! It's like, so if you're exclusively attracted to feminine, beautiful women, but you happen to like pegging, and you're a quote-unquote bottom, then you're gay? They're just letting anyone in gay nowadays, huh? I sincerely hope she was joking, because she's like way off the mark. And then I like remember like people were freaking out, I'm like, isn't this like the most vanilla of fetishes? You're literally in like some sort of lolicon-esque space on Twitch. Like, she has her own lolicon art tag on Twitter. And everyone's like, oh, this is so dirty. She like retweets way more extreme kinks like choking. Like, there's a picture she retweets of herself being choked. That's way, way more extreme. Like, that's violent and disturbing, but if she's okay with that, that's her life. That's her art tag. But like, she was on stream acting like, oh, I'm so innocent, I don't know what pegging is. She retweets art of her being choked on Twitter. Like, that's a disturbing, extreme thing. Not pegging. Like, if you're into choking, that's pretty extreme and violent and scary. I mean, as long as it's consensual. But I don't think anyone who's into choking has any room to, like, shame people for being into pegging. Opposite. Yeah. I mean, she look anyway. I'm not gonna post that art because I'm not into that. It looks scary. I mean, I'm not judging. It's just weird to see someone react that way after that. What is that comment? Hi, Shiva. I didn't know what you would call proper breath play, but she looked like she was being choked really hard in that art, and I found it a little bit disturbing and upsetting. But also, that's her life, and I'm not here judging. But anyway, she was like, if you like pegging, you should just come out of the closet. What closet? Are you gonna tell your parents you like pegging? Mom, Dad, I have to come out. I like pegging. That's nice, son. We didn't need to know that. That's nice, son. We didn't need to know. We didn't need to know that, son. That's what you should tell your girlfriend, not us. Well, in that art, the art looked violent to me. I saw when I was looking through her Twitter, I was like, oh god, lord, that's a really extreme. That's really extreme. Oh, and I was like in the chat being like, that's like the most vanilla thing ever. And people of all genders and sexualities like doing that stuff. And then someone responded to me in Fallen Shadows chat. And they were like, that's not something vanilla or common, you absolute degenerates. And I'm like, wait, what? What on earth? You're gonna call people that? In a stream? For like an open lolicon moment? With a not safe for work art tag who retweets art of her being like choked violently. She like on her own Twitter, like her own pinned tweet, she's like, oh, by the way, this is my not safe for work art tag. Sad? I'm not judging, of course, but I don't think anyone, Shadow herself included, has any reason to look down on any. If you like lollies and you like choking, I'm sorry, you don't get to look down on pegging. Those are the rules. Nothing wrong with any of those things, just, you know, people in glass houses casting stones is a little bit silly. Why did I do that? I was there for one of recently, also runes. I originally got into rune because of Twitter. Just like a rat lollytuber. I keep up with a lot of lollytubers, honestly. It's like Alice Alucard or Fallen Shadow or Rune at this point. And she was like playing Breath of the Wild co-op. I always wanted to try Breath of the Wild co-op, but wow, that is so buggy. Breath of the Wild co-op is so buggy. I'm not sure I want to try it now. Because it's like ridiculously buggy. It still looks fun, kinda. But wow, is it ever brutally buggy. Y'all heard of Rune at all? She's not as well known as Fallen Shadow, but she's cool too. Anyway, I was surprised when that was brought up on Fallen Shadow stream. Yes, I was there for the pegging discussion on Fallen Shadow stream. And I was annoyed. I was a little annoyed, even though it was just a joke. And everyone in the chat is like, oh no, someone's gonna cancel her now. for first, they're gonna cancel her for being a lol tuber on Twitter, and now they're gonna cancel her. The pegging community is gonna come after you, Fallen Shadow. Pegging community? There's a community? Is there a community for is there a community? There's so many things that people who make that joke. I mean, it's just a joke, but like, if you're a straight woman who is attracted to men, and you're also a bottom, as a straight woman, but you're dating a big old trans man, big old bodybuilder trans man, unless he's gotten bottom surgery, what are y'all gonna do unless he is into packing? Have to figure something out. Fallen Shadow, are you saying that woman is gay? Is a lesbian? Shadow, think this through. If you're not joking, think this through. Sometimes people gotta work with what they have, you know. Your only choice is if you're a straight woman who is a bottom and you're dating a trans man, is for him to get bottom surgery or pegging. Those are or something similar. Those are literally your only options. Would y'all date a trans man? I sure would. There's a lot of pretty handsome rather. A lot of handsome trans men out there. I want a lot of trans men on YouTube. And I'm like, wow. He's nice. I probably watch more trans men than trans women on YouTube. It's true, there can in fact be pretty boys, and some trans men are pretty boys. Now the ones I watch on YouTube are very handsome. Like Jamie Dodger and so forth. I don't know, I guess Jamie has a little bit of a twinkish look going on. You heard of Jamie Dodger? He's pretty cool. By the way, hi Asafar! Hi there! Well, the original Mario Kart, yes, you are correct. I'm starting on the easy first, then we'll move on to higher difficulties. Already got this here, let's get this one. Too much drama. There is a lot of drama, that's for sure. This is totally something I should try playing on BSNES HD. Because there's widescreen support. I'll do that sometime. Something I've been meaning to try for a while, actually. I didn't miss much in the beginning of the stream. It was mostly just me troubleshooting my Super NT SD to SNES combo. Thick screen, exactly. I had fun playing this the other day, so I definitely wanted to work on whatever was preventing me from playing Super Mario Kart on my Super NT. So it's like, I mean, I could go around and try to find that cartridge. It might not be in this house, though. I do own an actual copy of Super Mario Kart. It's around here somewhere. I also own it on the Nintendo Wii, the Wii U. I think I had it on the 3DS as well. And of course there's the Nintendo Switch Online. Too far? What's too far? Oh, the thick screen? No way, surely not. So far, really easy. We're on easy mode after all. Dum-bum! Why does it just have like the letter 1 up there? Is that normal? Weird. I don't remember that being normal. And now that I'm no longer talking about the topic I shouldn't have been, I don't know what to talk about. I probably already scared people away just talking about all that. Another topic I shouldn't talk about. Fallen Shadow talks about some real yabai topics on stream. I was surprised he was talking about all that. Also, excuse me. I was like, wow, Shanto, that's kinda yabai. Aw, darn it. Place himself first. No! Show of hands, everyone. Who here would date a trans man? I would. Darn it. Oh. All because I made that huge mess up earlier. Hey, you too. Segue from pegging into discussing trans men. Okay. One, two. It still says one up there. It's weird. Is that normal? Sure hope this is accurate. I'm on the most recent firmware. Whole point of the Super NT and FPGAs in general is like high accuracy. When done right, at least. If it's done right, it should at least be comparable to a cycle accurate emulator. Sounds transphobic, what? Oh, yeah. I know what's going on. Your androphobia. If that's okay for me to bring up on... Is that okay for me to bring up on stream? I am sorry if it's not. Oh, maybe I should have been more careful. I assume that serious, and if I shouldn't have brought that up, I'm sorry. I should have been thinking. Ah, no! No, no, no! No! Get off me! Was this something I was supposed to keep a secret? Yeah. If it was, I'm so sorry. Looks like everyone's gone quiet. Darn, did they scare me? Too much talk of pegging. Oof, there we go. It is a secret? Oh, I'm sorry. Aw, well, that's such a sweet thing to say, SFR. Hi there. I mean, I know you've been here, but I'm saying hello because it's been a few minutes. Wait, what? Wait, what, Malik? Hello, Malik? Yeah, when you said yeah, does that mean yeah, it was a secret? Oh, okay. Okay, good. I'm glad I didn't, expose a personal, secret of yours. Because I realized maybe we didn't talk about that outside Discord before. And I'm like, oh shoot, oh darn, oh shoot, oh darn, maybe you shouldn't have said that. That's such a wholesome thing to say so far. You're sweet. Wholesome. Wholesome moment. Eep. Darn it. Oh, Mia. Oh, you. Okay, I should probably look at this. I'll get onto what you're saying later, Malik. I'm literally in second place because I was trying to read what you were saying and I ran into the wall. I will have to wait until I have time to read all that. To become worthy being called a gamer again right here. Because that was dumb. I ran right into the wall. I was trying to read your comment there. It'll still be there once I'm done with this, I'm sure. Because I'm a small streamer. I don't get a ton of comments. Darn it. Okay, that was my fault. That was all my fault. Oh no! Oh no! 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 I'm gonna give this a restart. I think there's a lot of cool trans people. It's, what you wouldn't like you say about generalizations. I'm sorry you've come across so many, difficult trans people, Malik. Boom, boom. I think Twitter makes everyone look worse, of every demographic. Like, if you spend all day on Twitter, you're gonna see all the worst takes from any group of people. Oh my god! Ah! This is actually slightly challenging. We'll mess up the air and suddenly Peach's at. Focus. What's this about teenagers? I'm gonna have to read that later. I missed that as well. Also, actually, my ear was itchy, so now I can read it. Oh, hey, Cricketdown! Pretty trans girls. Well, you're going to the right parts of Twitter. Well, then you're going to the right parts of Twitter techno. Where it's considered controversial not to date teenage girls. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, to not hate. Oh, good. I'm glad you were talking about that. Not hate. I'm like, wait, date? That's weird, because dating adults is the norm. To hate teenage girls? Wait, what? To not hate teenage girls? What's going on here? I don't think I'd even date someone who's 19. You'd have so much difference in personality. Prefers someone real close to my own age. I'm not crazy good. To hate teenage girls? I mean, I guess I find Zoomers to be very different from me in general, considering how old I am. I know I read that wrong. I mean, I know there's some creepy guys in the world who are like teenage 18-year-old girls or more impressionable, like Andrew Tate, those sorts of people. Ugh. Anyway, hating them? I don't know, a lot of people don't like TikTok kids and so forth. I don't know, I guess it depends on the person, but obviously there's like a huge, like the youngins have to get off my lawn, you know? That's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage. I know, like, there's good people in all age groups. Obviously, there's some cultural differences between me and baby boomers, and me and Gen Xers, who are older than me. And conversely, there's, like, gonna be natural differences between me and Gen Z or Zoomers. And, like, yeah, I don't relate to them overall. They're younger than me. That's how it always goes. Oh, I'm sure they're entertaining. I mean, I've seen some weird stuff when I browse through TikTok. I'm like, wow, Zoomers in their TikTok. I'm right. Get off my lawn. Go off my lawn, Zoomers. Great. I was close. Come on. Oh. I think that sort of generations are arbitrary, but for like during for like Zoomers, of course there's just, you know, overall gonna be some differences in generation or age. I think the Zoomers and Millennials both have more in common with each other than we do with Baby Boomers. Because we're both part of the internet generation. Like, even though we were part of different parts of internet culture, and there's, like, age difference, you know, we still both understand, like, the broken work culture. We both, you know, have been raised into, like, a difficult economy and housing market here in America. Ah, darn it. Unlike boomers, who had like a very different living situation to both of us. I think Gen X is sort of in between the two cultures. Probably has a little in common with the millennials. Oh, then the people call them like slackers and whatnot when Gen X was around. It's sort of like, you know, in between in terms of like mentality. Like Gen Xers are a little bit millennial-esque, but we sort of took the same mentality further than Gen X did. But like both millennials and Zoomers are like very economically frustrated. Are these college kids talking like they're at least 40? You really think so? Who are you talking to that's doing that? Isn't that common? I mean, I know a lot of us millennials are like turned adulting into a word. That feels like a very millennial thing, as we came up with the term adulting. Are you saying that Zoomers are adulting better than us? Maybe so. Who knows? So, Malik's a self-hating millennial. I don't know. I'm not. There's a stuff I'm self-hating about, but not being millennial. I feel like there's a lot of great millennials. Very, very relatable generation. We love our avocado on toast, right? Am I right? That avocado on toast? Mmm. No chilies for me, thank you. Avocado on toast, yes. You millennial kids and your avocado on toast. Maybe you would afford a house, you millennial kids in your 40-year-old childhood. If you stopped eating that avocado on toast. People like those young and millennials are destroying our industries. And like millennials are like, I can't afford a house, and I don't eat avocados, and I'm literally like 43 years old. What are you talking about, boomer? I'm not young. Don't eat avocados. Aren't like some millennials like in their 40s now? I'm not 43, but I know some millennials are like in their 40s now. And people are still talking about millennials like they're children. We're old. Millennials are 30s, 40s now. In the 80s, millennials started in the 80s. For something you can make for like $5, who's selling expensive avocado on toast? It's not around where I live, cause I mean, I do like avocados. Sometimes I can eat it with toast. I eat it with all sorts of things. Avocados are tasty. Run into many Zoomers who do not sound their age, like quad tutor high school students in math, developed a positive opinion of Zoomers in general. Avocado piece of toast. Oh my gosh, oh, just bumped in the microphone, sorry. So, that's a lot of comments. Misanthropy. Like, what's being a misanthropy? Oh my gosh, this missed a lot of comments. They're ashamed of being human. Malik likes TikTok. What do you like about TikTok? What do you like about TikTok, by the way? See, proof millennials are old. They cough all the time. I'm getting old, Sonny. I'm part of the old millennial generation. Got one foot in the grave. They do give them a chance to listen. Like I said, they are entertaining. It's almost about 40. Let's be real. Hi, Evil Sandwich 83. It's just America's Funniest Home Videos. That's a fair comparison with TikTok. True. In many ways. It's always out on the map art. Yoshi! Breathe hot! When you... Oh, we're talking about trans stuff over here, too. I feel like most people who transition just, you know, regret not doing it sooner, Malik. It's like, oh no, I would have had a head start and things would turn out better if I did it sooner. I feel like the number one regret, Malik, in terms of transition is just not doing it sooner. I talk to most people who've been like several years into, you know, whatever they're doing and be like, gosh, I would have only done it sooner. Defensiveness? Who's defensive? Who's defensive about what? Defensive? Calculus is hard. Well, I'm happy for your cousin, ASFR. I'm so happy for your cousin. Needlessly complicated math books are. Teaching 16-year-old. Ooh, we're in calculus now. It's been so long since I did math. It's been so long since I did proper math. I feel like I've forgotten everything. Like, it might take me a while to get back just into algebra at this point. That it's been so long. Alright, I think I got caught up on everyone's comments. Sorry for not playing the game. I was just like, I was lost in all the comments, which is a good thing, but it was kind of hard to play the game and to respond to, you know, everyone. It's just like, how many times have I used, you know, more advanced math in everyday life? If I did, I would keep it up. But it's just not enough opportunities to use it, which is a shame. I would like more opportunities to use that kind of cool math. Cool math. Same with math. I guess so. There's a chance you are a gamer. I'm sorry, but I'm not even worthy of being called a gamer. I don't get to have that designation. I'm not a girl. I'm not yet a gamer. Oh my gosh, that's just a little too millennial. Am I worthy of being called a gamer, y'all? You don't want to, no, it's not a reference to anything, it does not exist, don't look into that. I'm embarrassed. Gaming? What? Mario Kart game? No, this is just like casual phone games, not real gamer hours. Never. Ah, darn it. Right, Peach! Come back here! No! I thought I was far enough away, Peach! Come back here! Peach! Just stay ahead, please. There we go, first place. Gender's gamer. I like gamers, one of my favorite genders. How old are you? Oh, a millennial. That's all you're getting from me. That's if you're asking me. I'm too embarrassed. I'm in my 30s though. I'm sort of I think probably a geometry person of under though. I mean, as so far you could always potentially be non-binary, not that I'm pushing you into anything. So you feel you might potentially be non-binary. You could even be agender. There are agender people after all. Are very shapely. Hey! You know one problem with the fact that my computer blue screened earlier? How do I get back to where I was with the Pikami downloads? I don't remember what my last Pikami download was. Or maybe gender yeah, sure. Oh no, indeed. On a serious note, yeah, how do I figure out how to, like, close the gap? Because I'm worried. How do I figure out which the last one was? I decided to start from, like, the most recent rather than the oldest now. And I'll just try to make my way there. Sort of like where you are. Hopefully I can. And if I end up with any duplicates, then I'll just stop. Computer's dying. I'm worried about that. Like around Christmas I was having blue screens and then I fixed it and now the blue screens are returning. What on earth did I miss those coins? We don't take kindly to your folk around here. Just kidding, we love you. Mwah. Oh, darn it, I knew I was gonna hit that banana darn. This one banana, more banana. Chances are I'm gonna hit my own banana. Well, maybe not, since this is the last lap, so. A face when hits your own banana. Aw, now that's wholesome evil sandwich. I love that. Are you really evil? Seems pretty wholesome to me. Wholesome sandwich. Since the bad stuff, not a lot, sadly. Not a lot, sadly, with VR. Oh, I hate this. This course has so many things to avoid. No, no, silly pipe, darn it. First scissor off. No!